What's up, guys? It's Mr. Hill. This message is for our incoming freshmen for the Poseidon Biology Marine class for the year 20 to 21. Wow, what a wild time. I guess is the best and most appropriate way to say wild times. I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up and kind of let you know how things are going to go down this year. And again, I'm hoping this year is like, quote unquote, this year is in everything gets solved next week and we're all back together. But in the interest of being prepared and kind of making sure we have our plan B for this distance learning, I wanted to send you guys kind of like a document that kind of let you guys into my brain and kind of the organization that I had for the course. Um, Obviously, while we're in distance learning, it's not ideal, especially with Poseidon. It's just like, man, it's crazy. There's the five main tenets of Poseidon, and two of those, the hands-on learning and the activities and excursions. Obviously, right now we can't really do much. I was joking with a few of the people who've gone through the program the last few years, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to say, go out and catch your own fish and dissect it if you want, and we can talk about it, but we won't be able to do the dissections or anything in class because we're not in there. But all hope is not lost. Again, this is just something where it's like, we're going to kind of adapt and kind of figure it out as we go. So if we can't get the hang of it at the beginning, we'll kind of tweak it. It's okay. We'll make it work until we get there. Okay. So in lieu of that, here's the programs that we're going to use. Jupyter Grades is number one. So Jupyter Grades is going to be used for grading, for communications, for most of the submissions. When you guys finish stuff, you'll submit it usually on Jupyter Grades. We're looking at like completed PDFs, scans or pics, JPEGs, please, if you can't do PDFs, completed handouts, etc. Try to upload everything to Jupyter Grades. It's going to be kind of like the home base, the central hub for everything. All right. Next thing, Google Classroom. So at this point in time, and this is to say the 31st of July, obviously everything changes every few days. So I'm saying this and sending this video out now so you know the plan for right now. Obviously that might change. But as of right now, Google Classroom is going to be used for mostly just accessing Google Meets. We're going to have a lot of the like large files, things that are over 100 megabytes. They're going to be stored there, etc. We're not really going to use that as like a submission location. We're going to use Jupyter Grades as a submission thing. Okay. Again, ideally we could use Zoom, but at this point we're not going to. We're going to start with Google Meets. Okay. Next up. So first off, with Jupyter Grades. Second, we've got Google Classroom. The third one is our gizmos. So gizmos are kind of like virtual labs, little like a vocab integration with that. And we'll use that and kind of go through those together on some of our synchronous video chats. And number four, so third one was gizmos. Fourth one is Flexbooks. Now, this is one that I want to kind of test out together. I'm not 100% sold on it, but it looks like it has some cool stuff. I registered as a student and I kind of went through it myself, and it was pretty cool. So I want to see if you think the same, or if you're just like, nah, Mr. Hill, let's cut this one out. I'm totally open to suggestions. Let's just see how it goes, though. So this would be more used for like reinforcement of different concepts, different like practice things, and kind of getting us ready for more of like the standardized test section of biology and science. Again, checks for understandings, different like front loads, different reviews. Sometimes it'll be like, hey, we talked about this, you guys did this lab for this, but I want you to read through this in depth and go through a few like practice questions. Just again, like multiple choice type things to make sure you're good. It's going to have some like fill in the blanks, etc. Quizlet's always fun. It's a great place for vocab and to kind of like help build up and scaffold any academic language we use in class. So big fan of Quizlet. Got it all kind of set up already. So all we got to do is press play. And then last but not least, we do have a physical book, believe it or not. And so depending on when we all get it or who, when, if it happens, if it doesn't, great. I just want to make sure that that's going to be another modality we'll use because sometimes I know, like for me in college, sometimes I'd sit there and the prof would be talking about stuff, and they'd do all this stuff on the board, and they have you do all these labs, and you're still kind of like, okay, I kind of got it, but I want to like sit down and like spend some time in it and not use a screen because I know a lot of us will get tired of a screen after a while. It's just nice to have like a book, and so the book at home, we're gonna wait on that one just once we see where everybody's at. But the plan is we will use it. I'm just not sure when, and we'll figure it out as we go. But I am super excited to have you guys in a class for now, and I hope I get to see you guys very soon. All right, take care.